A lot of companies they're wanting to develop an enterprise application. They're growing quickly. They're having new team members come on. They may be in a competitive environment where the staff are getting a lot of opportunities with other organizations. And the challenge is where you do have staff changes and turnover. So you're having individuals having to come in and then decipher and understand the documentation and notes from previous teammates and understanding the coding that's been done that maybe wasn't by them. Of course, when you're working with Celestial Systems, it can help to alleviate that because you're not working with FTEs, with full-time employees, where you might have some change in guard. But what are some of the things that companies can do to maybe avoid the pitfalls that come with new team members coming on and taking on partially completed work of old team members? Is this something that you see as a common challenge that companies face, and how can they maybe avoid that?
Yeah, absolutely. What we see with our customers out in the marketplace is just a huge amount of pressure for these development teams to show progress and satisfy the business. And sometimes they get ahead of themselves and need to put out a feature or a function. And you're right. What happens is that some of the discipline does disappear, especially around documentation and around the elegance of the code. We actually provide a service to our customers that's called a architecture and code review. We'll actually assign a very senior engineer for a couple of weeks to do a offline in parallel, out of the craziness of a development and delivery schedule, do that deep code review where you're sifting through what could be 10 years and 5 different developers working on that product. And every developer that came on board, as you said, approached the problem a little bit differently, didn't maybe have the discipline that the person before had or the person after that developer has. So we see that all the time in our customers, especially when they've asked us to either enhance an existing application where we've got to really go in and understand that code and what's going on in that code, or for them to say, hey, do we do a complete rewrite, or do we just